Don't watch me, watch Nolazine TV. It's the best video ever and subscribe to it.
Yeah, this is Magnolia Levee, and you're now watching Nolazine TV.
So tell everybody where you from.
From the Magnolia, Wild Willow to be exact, you heard me? Uptown.
Okay. So when did you start making music?
Oh man, I pretty much been making music since a kid. Fuck, you know, I'm from the Magnolia, so I had a few people to look up to. Soldier Slim, Juvenile, just all around. You know, the whole hood, that was the thing for the hood. I'm from the same hood as Turk. Fuck, what can I say?
Who you was like closest to?
Huh? Who I was closest to?
Yeah.
I would say, basically, a lot of people don't know this, that Juvenile and Soldier Slim was on the same record label prior to even going mainstream. It was with Hype Enough Records. Six Shot also. And a lot of people don't know that. I don't know where they be getting that mixed up. KL is really like the, KLC, Beats by the Pound, is really like the plug to everything. Him and No Limit Pokey.
Yeah, like I never even heard of No Limit Pokey.
No Limit Pokey is basically he hooked everybody up from Uptown with Master P. Basically, he introduced Master P to artists that was from the city.
Okay. So he was the plug.
When I say Big Pokey, a lot of people probably know him as Herc. You know, that's the one from out the Magnolia that was running with Master P. And then he started running with Mystical with Big Truck Records.
Big Truck Records. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, but I forgot the name of it.
Yeah. I used to hang out with Mystical, cousin Lil Jermaine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So growing up, like just it was just under all the people.
Oh, you couldn't.
Did you feel like, huh?
You couldn't do nothing but pick up on to it. You feel me? Like, fuck, this Soldier Slim. When he talked, you know, everybody listen. And then you got Juvenile. He created a whole new language when he took Cash Money from the ground up. You feel me? Then you got BG also. You feel me? BG basically out the Magnolia also, because Gangsta was, you know, running the whole project on Willow, so that brought Jeezy to hang out on Willow Street. So that's when I think when I first met Jeezy, I just walked up to him and started spitting a rap for him. And that's how I started going to 33 St. Charles, which is the Cash Money studio.
Hey, but most people wouldn't actually know where that was at either.
What, 33 St. Charles? Yeah, a lot of people didn't know that. I think it's the third floor. Like, then a lot of people didn't know what festival was. We used to record that festival also. And that's when I started running with BG Derrick and started staying at his house on Line Center and started staying at Birdman house and shit. And you know, BG Derrick, that was like my real running partner, you feel me? Like, you know, he get a rental every day.
Yeah, but I was actually, watching one interview which you was saying that you was like basically, a Birdman got mad at you over a situation with Lil Derrick.
Yeah, you know, Derrick just was wild. You heard me? He was just living his life. He believed in luxury cars every day. He had a person that was basically on file for him to get a luxury rental car anytime he want. Like, he'll have a Lexus today, then tomorrow he'll go get a Mercedes-Benz compressor. And he had just like, you know, he had Birdman credit cards, so he was able to...
He turned up, huh?
Unlimited. Yeah, unlimited at the car rental place, you feel me?
And he did what he wanted, huh?
He did what he wanted. Couldn't nobody stop. Man, we'll be in the middle of the mall. This man will call Deshaun and tell him the new Iceberg drop. And Deshaun pulling up, because you know Deshaun basically owns Smoked Out Records. And a lot of people don't know that. Like, man, they had a Viper and all that when teenagers, you feel me? Like, man, we'll call Day in the middle of the mall. They'll pull up and be like, man, the new Iceberg here, and buy everybody Iceberg clothes and shit like that.
Yeah, Iceberg.
Him and Darrell, you feel me? You know, that's a while back. Anytime nigga talking about Iceberg and shit like that, you feel me? I think that was Nouveau inside of Macy's Mall, you feel me?
I don't remember.
You don't remember Nouveau inside
I think I do, but
yeah, I think that was Nouveau inside of the mall that's connected to the Superdome.
Damn, you talk a long time ago. Most people watching this probably ain't even know about that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay.
And they don't know that a mall was connected to the Superdome. You feel me? That's crazy.
Feeling like any kind of brand new artist?
Oh yeah, I listen to of course I'm gonna say I listen to Iceberg. He from out the 13th, around Soniac Park. I like Lil Glenn. And I also, you know, I'll be biased if I don't say Nino. You feel me?
Yeah, being from the Magnolia.
Being from the Magnolia. I like General Mail too. I like I just like I think the home just have a problem with too much competition with each other. You know, of course I'm gonna say International T also, you feel me? That's T, you feel me? That's bias with me. I got to say my hood.
Gotta say everybody out there.
You know, Lil Glenn, he's upcoming new artist, Nino. I like Doogie's son. You know T.Y.
Which one? T.Y.
T.Y. I like T.Y. also, but you know, T.Y. got a good what I could say, he have somebody who's in front of him that's leading him down the right path.
Right.
You feel me? Like Currency is one of the best CEOs or persons for New Orleans with the music thing.
Speaking of Currency, but he kind of moved like how Birdman was moving to actually like inspire the upcoming rappers. The upcoming rappers. I like the way how Currency able to pull up and just hang out. He don't care about phantoms. He let him see the cars and shit like that, and how he carry himself. So he the last person left.
Yeah, that's a good look for just the whole city itself. A lot of people don't give Currency his props. This dude been through a lot of stuff. He done been with Cash Money.
He been
probably
with
under a contract, made it out of contract with Dame Dash, and he don't get his flowers while he here. So
signed Lil Wayne.
He's one of the people that I respect with the music thing, Marcello and the whole Jet Light movement, you feel me? And Musso just one of a kind type of person, man. That dude a good spirit, everything, Musso, you feel me?
And the whole city know.
Yeah.
Got no choice but to know him, huh?
Yeah.
Facts. All right. So, I'm like getting people on like a little history, and like far as you, like making music, you know.
I came on the game on Smoked Out Records under Deshaun. That's when I first started rapping. Derrick brought me to the studio and was just like rap, and I got on the song Uptown Stunner, which you probably heard the verse. I'm a little bitty shot caller, dipping in the bins with the brawlers. Bitches try to flag us down and stall us. You know, that was me on that. That was my first interest with BG Derrick, you feel me? On Smoked Out Records. And from Smoked Out Records, we went to Relic Records with a dude named Kiefer out the Tent Wall. And that's when Scory started Undisputed. And Chaotic I think Chaotic got one of the hardest grinds in the city too. But since he been home, he just haven't been on the scene yet. But I think, he should pick up where he left off. That's another reason why
it's a new game now too. Like it's a new like when you put music out.
Like he put in enough work so that he should be able to stand on his own. This man got songs with BG Derrick, Soulja Slim. He should already be stamped in the city for able to get booked for a show.
Well, a lot of people don't be knowing if you home. Cause like I'm the only person ever interviewed Chaotic.
Yeah.
So like people like, damn, where he been at? I thought he was in jail. Like they don't know. So he just gotta keep dropping videos and shit.
Yeah, and you gotta distance yourself from New Orleans sometimes.
Most definitely.
Because there'll be a lot of crazy shit going on.
Hey, so actually speaking on BG Derrick, why he never shot a music video?
Back then we wasn't really.
That's why I say it's a new game now.
Yeah, like we ain't really know nothing about videos and shit like that back then. It was basically you go to the schoolyard and everybody know that's you that pulled up in the whip and you rap and you challenge people around Xavier, and that's how you get your name out. That's how I met Mac Main. I pulled up to Xavier. They have basically what they was calling like freestyle sessions, battles. And I pull up and Main was holding ground, and then I had to get in there and hold my ground with Main. You feel me? Mac Main.
And also, but the funny part about Mac Main, like people don't really respect Mac Main as a rapper because he.
A lot of people don't know he really had balls.
Yeah, he can really spit.
Yeah. And this man had the same number for at least 20 years, bro. I think I still know this man number 504-329-1515. Even he probably still got this number right now. So if you try to find Mac Main, this man number is 504-319-1515.
Hey, but fucking Mac Main for president.
Mac Main for president.
Right. So like
yeah, man, when I was going to the studio on 33 St. Charles, I basically was getting a reputation for battling, and that's who they used to call.
So you was more like a battle rapper.
Yeah, I was more like a battle rapper, and that's how I got introduced to Wayne too. Like they'll come get me from out the neighborhood, like, boy, that boy Wayne can spit. Let's see what y'all could do with him. And that's how I met Wayne at 33 St. Charles. But Wayne used to do all the sound effects and all of that. Pulled up and shit like that. That's how I learned how to do that shit also, you feel me?
It was watching Lil Wayne.
Watching Wayne, you feel me? Wayne really he's a really workaholic.
Yeah, I see it.
He's
Like,
really a workaholic. Like he been that
but
way.
it shows you how to make it because you gotta just stay consistent.
Yeah.
Like he did some shit that people wasn't doing.
Yeah.
Like for a good 2 years, like he probably was on like fucking like 300 songs, and that's like unheard of.
Yeah.
But like being from New Orleans, like how was it to like actually watch Juvenile shoot that first video to go global? Like
he shot what? He shot video on what it is, Belmont in the Magnolia, on Belmont and Magnolia Street. Man, that was just
like
amazing.
that was the first time the Magnolia was introduced to the world.
Yeah, like man, that was amazing. Like I just couldn't believe that was Juve. You feel me? Like Juve always had that it with him too. Like he always carried himself like, you know, he always was a get money type person. You feel me? Prior to him doing the rap thing, you feel me? Juve used to cut hair, hustle, and everything. You feel me?
He just had to have some money.
But you know, Juve from off the old side, so you know, that's why I started hanging in the TC and hanging around Turk and them, because they had Lil Chucky also, Junie B, and the TC was popular for rappers. They had Junie B, Juvenile, Turk. So that was the area to go to for music also, you feel me? On Willow, it was basically like the hustlers, you feel me? Like you had Soulja Slim, you had Gangsta, like everybody wanted to be like Gangsta once he got the photo Benz with the phone in it, you feel me?
Photo Benz with the phone in it?
Yeah, the box Benz, they pulled up on Willow Street, man, in a navy blue Mercedes Benz with a phone in it.
You couldn't tell him nothing.
Couldn't tell him nothing. Then you got Hot Beazle out there, you feel me? Hot, man, this man Hot used to be shop every day, Air Max every day. Any Air Max that drop, he got it with the jogging suit.
Like Atlanta,
yeah.
And like watching New Orleans artists put their music out.
I think Atlanta just different because of the neighborhoods. By Atlanta being bigger than New Orleans, and one neighborhood staying behind one artist. Like you might have Mechanicville, then you got the whole East Side Border Crest, then you got PDE, and you got Lotto Savage, you got Young Nude, and you got 21 Savage. Like 21 is one of the, man, 21, bro, this man So 100, bro, I done saw this man be at a studio, right? An artist that's unknown, just holler at him, hit him on his Twitter or IG and be like, man, do a song with me. 21 the type of person, he'll pull up and do the song on the spot without no talking, no money, no none of that. You feel me? He just one of them type of people. Yeah, he believe in showing love.
Genuine.
Huh?
Oh, but dude, I seem genuine.
I can't hear you.
Hey, but dude, I'm like genuine.
Yeah, he a genuine dude, right? He really a genuine person.
Hey, cause I hear him, you know, they would talk about,
like, you know, he
like giving back to kids and everything.
You disrespect him, he gonna be on your head, you feel me? But he really a genuine person, you feel me? But you.
Hey, but to me, that's a real gangster, like a person that can move a certain way and still handle his business.
Like if you slaughter gang, you slaughter gang for life. You feel me? You can't change that. You feel me? And I'm just one of them type of people too. If I rock with you, I'm rocking with you through it all. You heard me? I'm slaughtering gang forever. You feel me?
Also, how did you meet 21 Savage?
I met 21 through one of my best friends on Triple C's, and you know his name Carlton. And then I met JB, Johnny B, which is 21 best friend. You feel me? He wound up getting killed, but that's 21 best friend Johnny B. And I met Johnny B, and then I met 21. Cause basically they was like the savages of Atlanta. You feel me? They got so much. And when I tell you these dudes operate like they from New Orleans, like they don't play. If they spot it, they own it. You heard me? This when you know this before he was doing the music shit. He wasn't playing. Like he really was in the street.
Right.
Like sticks and all of that shit. This nigga really like. You heard me? He might be walking and really got a whole stick on him because he's so slim. You feel me?
And as far as a versus like battle thing go,
the battle thing.
As far as New Orleans, hey, but like who you think should actually like go to? Like, cause personally, me, I want to see Birdman and Master P have a label battle.
A label battle? Oh yeah, that'd be good. Birdman and Master P with a label. That's hits for days. But you know, only person that could compete with Wayne with hits would be somebody from Cash Money or either Mystical. Like Mystical and Wayne could go hit for hit.
People don't give Mystical his credit.
Yeah, like a lot of people don't give Mystical his credit, man. But dude really is a hit maker.
Hey, but my favorite rapper from New Orleans don't even get the credit.
Who?
Mac.
Well, Mac, you know, Mac he got incarcerated, right. So basically that really took him off that took him off his grind.
Like I tell people, like
That's
Mac was like one of the few artists from New Orleans was really rapping about some shit.
Yeah, he was one of the few.
And when you talk about hip hop,
Yeah.
he was like, "Who your favorite rapper? Do you really got skills?" I'm like,
Yeah, do you really guys? I know what you're talking about.
I said,
I first heard
damn.
of Mac on the BG album.
"Damn, he's on
Yeah,
BGL."
he was on BG album. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's when he was like, he's not dead yet. He's never seen the Max assassination. Yeah, he was on BG album.
Cause like, and from my knowledge, I was like, "Damn, why no limit artists in, like?"
Said he rose from the dead. You never heard that BG and Mac song?
I'm about to go check that out.
Yeah, BG and Mac got a whole song together.
I ain't even know. Hey, but you giving knowledge already with that?
Yeah, man. But Mac being locked up really stopped his ball. You feel me? He was really on that. I think Mac was basically like a Soldier Slim of the city. You feel me?
I was looking at him more like a Tupac.
Yeah.
Cause the thing he was rapping about,
he had the same stain and
Yeah.
success level as Slim and Juvenile.
if he was still,
Yeah, if he was still home. If he was home.
right. So like,
Then you got to look at who brung Mac out. KLC. Like a lot of people
KLC.
forget KLC and Will Hype Enough Records. You feel me?
KLC is the fact.
All of that come through that Parkway Pumping Records.
Cause I actually saw Mac in a music video with Manny Fresh when he was like 12, riding on the streetcar.
Man, that's crazy.
So like, I heard that Mac was like one of the first artists from New Orleans to be signed,
Yeah.
and I ain't even
That's
like.
crazy.
Like he was like 12, and but you see Greg D and Manny Fresh in the back of it.
Gregory D.
Yeah.
Man, you gotta think, man. We been had co-artists. You gotta look at Warren Mays.
Right.
You gotta look at Low Key. I think Low Key locked up right now too. Like after he had the song with Slim, he just disappeared. You got artists like LOG, Kango, Slim, and Misdemeanor. I actually got a song with Kango that never came out. Juvenile got it. Y'all gotta ask Juvenile to drop that.
They got
Juvenile got a real fucking case of shit that never comes out, bro. This man really got big records that never come out. And then you got to look at producers like Crack Track. Crack Track is a #1 producer in New Orleans.
Most people don't really like. If most young artists don't know Crack Track for being a producer, they just know him from like J Electronica now.
From J Electronica and Rockefeller.
Shout out to J Electronica.
Yeah, shout out to J.
He came to my birthday party and hung with me, like
Man,
for real.
that's
That's the first time you even meet him. Like,
that was your
like
first
2 weeks in a
time.
row. Like 2 weeks in a row, he was hanging
I
with me.
didn't even know. Like I understand now how it be when people ask about me and they don't know who I am because I done moved away. Well, coming up, I didn't know who J Electronica was, and then come to find out, he basically lived up the street from me. Mookie and Ebony and all of them is his cousins, and I actually played in grass and dirt with them. You feel me?
And you didn't even know who J Electronica was.
And didn't even know who he was.
Right.
But you know, my OG always, anytime I want to know something about somebody older than me, I always call my OG Stuff. Like that nigga Stuff be knowing everything.
Hey, we know everything that goes in the Magnolia too, huh?
OG Stuff.
In the Magnolia.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, but that's the Magnolia turns, huh?
Yeah.
So like growing up and like being around Birdman. And so how did you feel the first time you saw them come in the Superdome and like come down the helicopter?
Oh man, Bird been like an amazing type of person, and he free hearted. He'll give you whatever he got. You feel me? Once he fuck with you though, he fuck with you. Once Bird fuck with you, you can get anything you want out of him. You feel me? But you know,
hey man, because like the music industry kind of get Birdman, you know, bad names because you know of business. But like I try to explain to artists like they don't even understand the business part about it first.
Yeah.
When the person put all that money behind you.
Yeah, they don't understand. Like he dropping his bag first. Like no way. Cause you an artist, you think you should be able to pass up Birdman money wise if you his artist.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you like the dopest history I saw. When fucking I'm like Mr. Marcello shot a video in a Magnolia in the Calliope while they was beefing.
That's Marcello, you feel me? Marcello.
That's still unheard of, like right now.
Yeah.
Like right now, like that couldn't happen.
Marcello one of the genuine people, you know, like Marcello don't go off of like, he don't move like off of other people's terms. Marcello the type of person, when he meets you off of his terms and determine if he want to deal with you or not. So that's how he been. So that's why he laid his law like how he is, and he able to go anywhere he want and operate and move how he want.
Yeah, because the video, that's still unheard of him. That's still unheard of. Like no one, like ever since then, no one still ever did that again.
Yeah, man.
Like,
I met.
If that's dope, like if that's real dope history right there in New Orleans.
Rashid and Marcelo, them was two running mates, you feel me? Rashid and Marcelo, they always hung out together. I used to get my haircut from Rashid because I was off the new side, but if I decided to go on the old side, it'd be Juvie or Rusty that cut my hair. And you know, fuck, I went to school with Turk, you feel me? And me and Turk, you know, we used to hang out all the time together. You know, fuck, we from the same neighborhood. It's just, you know, he had an addiction that got in the way of everything with his life, you feel me?
What's your advice on like 2-1 artists in New Orleans that's kind of in the streets and trying to be a rapper? Like how to move, like what's your game for him? Like how to survive to make it?
Like I think you should of course every little penny that you have, I think you should dump it all the way, all your money in music. You're gonna go broke messing with music anyway. So you might as well take your chance on yourself. And now that you're independent, who better than to invest your money in yourself? And if you got a big homie that's putting money behind you, you need to be on him too. And telling them like, man, let's really do this here. Because you got a lot of people that take chances on something else rather than take chance on their homie. You feel me? They'll put their money into, you could easily go get an S550 or whatever, drop whole 10 bands on the S550 instead of dropping the 10 bands on your homie. And he make them 10 bands 3 times.
Right. Man,
Deshaun is one of the first persons from New Orleans that I know that had an independent label and was able to clear a bag. This man really cleared a bag on Smoked Out Records, you feel me? This man really was incarcerated, still getting money, come home to $200,000.
Oh, dope.
And he's still getting paid right now. Smoked Out album is still on iTunes. People still go look up Lil Derrick's song. Then you got to think Story Drop Undisputed, that's on iTunes. People still going by Beef Ain't Never Squashed, songs like that.
That song still getting played.
Deshaun was so smart till he was able to, as us being young, he was able to get the copyrights and everything to the songs. He get paid for my verses on the songs because he got himself listed as the person who dropped all the verses and everything, which he deserved that because he paid us prior to us doing that.
He paid you for your services.
Yeah, they take us to the mall, give us money on days just off of GP. We was young, man. We was really in high school, pulling up to high school in rental cars and hopping out with Iceberg on and shit, you feel me?
They're talking shit, huh?
Yeah, talking shit, you hear me?
Okay.
Man, Derrick is basically like, man, I could imagine Derrick right now, bro. Derrick brother Mighty Lee, he's just dropped a little album.
Yeah, I've been checking him out.
Yeah, he real nice too. He can spit. And I think people just don't know who he is, so they don't follow him.
Well, even the way he moving, you know, I don't think he trying to like go off his brother's name. He's trying to really earn it himself.
Earn it himself, yeah. That's what you got to do sometimes. And you got Lil Soulja Slim. He also an artist.
But personally, me, I would actually drop a video and have a verse that Lil Derrick already did.
Yeah, and
it'd be some dope shit.
Yeah.
It's some shit like how I'm a Young Thug ever did while Gucci Man was still in jail.
Yeah.
Like that'd be some dope shit right there.
I'm gonna talk to him about that because I keep in touch with him. But you know, man, dealing with everything nowadays, it's just so much jealousy and hatred towards each other. Like I know somebody that was questioning me about an interview that I did, and I'm like, man, you don't even know me. Dude just come home from a whole bid and questioning who I am and all this. I'm like, man, come on, man. I promise you'll never see me exchange words with a nigga in the comments on Instagram or Twitter, none of that. I don't move like that. We'll just check each other's temperatures when we see each other.
Right.
Yeah, like it's this new era shit, like it's crazy. Like somebody just make a whole page up or comment something negative.
Just say something crazy.
Just to get everybody who's following you to follow them or see what they're gonna say next. Like, it's just crazy out here right now.
So, I got a question for you. Do you think that, you ever actually start a record label and sign artists?
Oh no, I don't think I'll start a record label of my own. I just actually like seeing other artists work, and I got friends that's still in the music business, like 21. You got Crack Tracks, who over at Rockefeller with J Electronica. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be looking for artists soon, because he's setting up his foundation for his own movement.
So what about managing artists? Since you have all these connections.
I don't really wanna.
But you don't want hands on with them.
Yeah, like, you know, some artists is good artists and some artists is hard-headed artists, you feel me? So I just rather
like
give somebody the
artists looking for-
opportunity.
and like
I just
some
don't
artists
want the
looking
same,
for
I just
take
don't
care
want New Orleans artists or any artists to make the same mistakes that I made in my career. You feel me? And just be, you know. And some people think like somebody might be like, oh, Wayne Rich is a motherfucker. You feel me? Like, you don't have to be super rich to live how you want to live. Like, I'm just like one of them type of people. Like, I don't really care about money. I'm gonna travel wherever I want to do. I'm gonna bring my daughter anywhere she want to be, and do whatever she want to do, and I'm just good with that.
Okay.
Like, I'm good with 200,000, 300,000. I don't need $1 million to live my life.
I just need enough to pay my bills and do what I want.
Move how I want to move.
Right. All right.
Like, you know, everybody had this big dream. Like, you gotta have this big old house. Like, I done had a house that's been big before, and once I got the house, I was like, man, I ain't
They don't
got
realize how much the maintenance costs.
Yeah, I don't have enough furniture in this bitch. And we got a whole 5th room that we never even go in. We just throw clothes in or whatever we. And I was like, man,
laundry room.
Yeah.
Shoes.
Yeah, like we have, you know, coming up, you have this here big dream. Like, you need a Lamborghini. And, like, you don't really
It's
need
funny
a
because, like,
Lamborghini.
still to this day, I'm 33 and I still don't want a house.
Yeah.
I'm like a condo type of person. I want somewhere where a person can't come knock on my door.
Yeah.
You gotta call me to come down or some shit.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah, a condo is actually better than a house. It's more funner because you have neighbors that you never saw and you get to meet people and
Right.
you know, you share the pool with them. And
You
shit
ain't gotta
like
worry
that.
about leaving if somebody broke in your house.
Yeah, breaking your house and shit like that.
Oh, but tell everybody where they can find you at.
Or you can find me at Magnolia Levee, MagnoliaLeeve. Magnolia Levee, if that's Facebook or Instagram. Magnolia Levee, you heard me? You know what it's in for. Skull. Nolazine. Huh?
Nolazine make them scream.